all right. You can pay it off. That's how we can see the Delaware elections.
That's right. My handle's great. There is my wife never wants so you can do so much like can't sign the paper and everything. Yeah, like 1250 or 1,000 you're gonna sign. So you go 1250, what 1250? Oh, 10.
Yes.
Call this meeting back to order at 8:12 p.m. At least from where I sit, it's going to become very apparent that we're not going to be prepared to close the public hearing tonight. There's a bunch of unanswered questions. The applicant hasn't had an opportunity to consider some of the additional information that's been brought up tonight. So in the remaining minutes, what I'm going to ask, are there any additional comments from the public for something we haven't already talked about? Is there anything else that the applicant needs to know or questions the applicant we haven't already talked about? Yes, sir.
Gerald Weber, 57 Graham Road, Vietnam veteran and proud of it. We all live here for whatever reason we've chosen. We work, we pay taxes, we can go outside and listen to the birds and listen to the wind in the trees. We don't want that ruined. You, people sitting at that desk, have a responsibility. To us, you work for us. You have rules and regulations to read that are on the books now. Don't throw us to the wolves. We've heard a lot of talk about what the state will and will not allow. The state wanted to put a nuclear dump site here. The state wanted to put a firing range here that would have brought people from all over the state 24 hours a day. The state doesn't give a crap about us. Talk is cheap. Please, do your jobs. Do what's best for us, for our lifestyle, and for why we moved here. You live here too. Don't abandon that and throw it all away. That hasn't been said before, and that's all I wanted to say. Do your jobs. Keep us in mind. You work for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Yes, ma'am.
Linda York, 33 Graham Road. I agree with everything that was said tonight, but what we didn't talk about was the effect on our children that are in our neighborhood with the trucks going up and down and the air quality, asthma and all of those kinds of things that are affected by the dust and the fumes from all these multi-loads of trucks going up and down our roads. But I'm really concerned about the effect that it has on families. I ask you to really consider what is going into that, how it affects our water, how it affects our air, and our quality of life.
Thank you. Anyone else? New comments? Anyone from the board have anything new or anything else that the applicant needs to consider, should be considering, needs to be answering?
Does the applicant have any responses that he'd like to make to some of these concerns?
Well, I think we have to get our ducks in a row and answer all the questions that the chairman asked, and go through all the responses that concerns the truck traffic, develop patterns, and we can present the next time we come up to you guys. I think we should continue this.
Okay, thank you.
Our next meeting is 2 weeks from tonight. Is that ample opportunity for you folks to talk amongst yourselves and prepare responses.
That should be, what's the date on that?
And 14 days to today, I don't know what the, no, actually, no, it'll be next month. I should know the date, but I don't.
October 9th?
October 9th,
And the deadline to close is the 16th, correct?
correct.
Okay.
If it comes to it, well, you could consider asking for an extension.
Thank you.
How does, we received one application tonight. Is there anything before the inland wetlands that could potentially also clutter up the agenda for the next meeting?
So just the application that was received tonight is going to be heard at the inland wetlands meeting next week. So theoretically, that wouldn't be possible. No, yes, it would.
Well, even so, I mean, it's not like we
Site
have,
plan is not
understood.
special use, so it could, yeah. But it's, depends on wetlands. So that would be the only other thing though.
All right, so there's no issues of accommodating, continuing the public hearing to the next meeting, October 9th.
Correct.
That's acceptable to you folks?
We're in agreement.
So with that, someone offer a motion to continue the public hearing to October 9th.
I make a motion to continue the public hearing of application WSG LLC for special use permit and site plan approval to allow commercial sand and gravel excavation operation at 140 Wapping Road to be done in 4 phases, 1 parcel, till the next meeting at October 9th, 2018.
There's a motion on the table to continue the public hearing to October 9th. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Call for vote. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. So, same place, October 9th. Thank you.